Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of rawradianthealth.com, and I'm Natasha, and thank you so much for joining me. So today I've been getting a lot of requests about doing some sort of food demo because I know a lot of you are missing that because I've been on a juice fast or juice feast. And so I've just been showing you drinks, but I haven't been showing you guys how to make any food lately. It's maybe like a week or two since I've done anything major. So I've been getting a lot of requests that today I actually came up with an idea. It's perfect. I'm going to show you guys how to make a beautiful pesto. See, I have a habit of, when I go to the farmer's market on Sunday, I have a little farmer's market in my neighborhood that it's only every Sunday, and they have the most beautiful, beautiful basil, okay? Like it's so fragrant that every Sunday when I go, I buy like 2 bunches, but I have nothing much to do with this, especially with the juices, because I find basil to be really, really strong in flavor. So I don't like to put very much into a juice. I might put just a few leaves. So I always end up like overbuying on basil, but it smells so good, and always when I bring it home, I just leave it out and just like let my entire home just smell of it because it's so good. So I decided that because I overbought on the basil this weekend, I might as well make a pesto. And unfortunately, I won't be able to eat it, but it's one of those things that this time around, I'm going to make it and I'm just going to keep it in my freezer and have it once the juice feast is over. Because as long as you eat it within a few weeks, it's alright. The main thing is you don't want to keep things frozen for months on end. But one thing I always think about is, you know, I mean, they freeze sperm and it works. So, and they freeze eggs. So if you can make babies out of frozen eggs and frozen sperm, then I think frozen food is not all that bad, okay? So consider that before you start freaking out. Another thing I want to just mention is that I went to the health food store today just to pick up some ingredients, and I have to show you what I got. Look at this huge bag of bananas, and do you see here it says 99 cents? This is like a big bag of bananas. I didn't get just one. I bought 2 big bananas, okay? Less than $2. This is like $1.98 Canadian. So what is that in American? That's like $1.70 or something American. I mean, this is good. This I peel and I freeze and I keep for my smoothies when I get off my juice feast. Perfect. And I also found, which I thought was really funny, I also found spinach for 99 cents. And these things are all organic. So when people are freaking out and they're like, oh, I can't afford the organic and I'm on a budget, you gotta look around. You gotta have your eyes open. You gotta, you know, when you go to the grocery store, a lot of times I'll go to the grocery store and just not know what I'm gonna buy. I'll just go and see what's the cheapest thing around. And that will determine what I'm gonna make my meal out of that evening or that day. And that way, I never feel deprived, and I'm excited for the different ingredients I get. And that too, it makes me try new things, mix things up, and have a lot of variety in my diet. So I got 2 of these 99-cent spinaches. Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how to make the pesto now. What we'll need is, baby spinach, fresh coriander, or fresh cilantro, it's the same thing, and fresh basil, some garlic, some pine nuts, some water just in case it doesn't blend very easily. You can always add in a little bit of water to mix things up, some lemon, and some tamari, wheat-free organic tamari. All these ingredients should be organic. And you'll either need a blender or a food processor, whatever works for you. So I have all the ingredients prepared. I just want to show you that with the basil, I've taken them off the stems, so it's just the leaves. And I've also cut off the stems of the coriander, and I've grated the garlic or crushed the garlic, juiced the lemon, and have the tamari ready. Now, you can just go to my blog and you can get the full recipe. So don't worry about not knowing what the exact amounts are. Okay, so let's get started. I like to first put in a little bit of greens, crush it up, then keep on adding. Makes it a little bit easier. A lot of greens in here. That's the beauty of it. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of liquids. I'm going to start with the lemon juice just to help it. Add in the pine nuts. I love pine nuts. And then we're going to add in the remainder of the coriander. And the garlic. Okay, so we're done. So I just want to show you in the food processor that it's really creamy with all those nuts. And there's no added oil, nothing in this. It's just nuts and greens. Okay, so this is like super good. So now I'm going to plate it up. And the one thing too is if you want it even smoother, you would then put it in the blender instead of chopping it up in the food processor. Okay, I just kind of like it a little bit grainier. Okay, so we've got the pesto. And what I did is I plated it up in a bowl with, I've got hemp seeds just sprinkled on top just to give it a little bit of a contrast, and then we've got a sweet little piece of basil. And this stuff is fantastic, by the way. Like, you can use this, you can serve it like this and like have vegetables around it and have it as a dip, or you can even toss it into like a zucchini spiralized noodles, and you can kind of have it like a pesto pasta kind of raw thing, or you can even, I love to do this, is actually take a few tablespoons of this and toss it into my salad. And I use this instead of a salad dressing. And what I'll do is I'll take maybe about 2 tablespoons, toss it in, and then drizzle just a little bit of fresh lemon juice. And it is superb. It's one of my favorite salads. And my favorite vegetables to eat this with are carrots, cauliflower, like to die for. It's so good. And also tomato, like you make little tomato stacks, and what you do is you slice up a tomato, you put the pesto in between the tomatoes, and you have it like a little tomato pesto stack. Very, very yummy. And if you want the recipe, just go to my blog post today. Today's blog post, sorry about that, I'm a little confused. And everything will be listed, all the ingredients and the quantities as well. And also just to mention that we're starting the Juice Feast in a little bit more than 24 hours. I'd say in about like 36 hours, depending on what time you're watching this and when it gets on the internet. It is coming up. So if you haven't signed up yet, do sign up. And also too, check out my blog today, the blog post, because I did an interview with Dave from Easy to Juice, and he posted the audio of the interview, and I have the link on my blog post, today's blog post. So go and check that out because it's a great interview, and it explains more about the Juice Feast and also my raw food journey, and also coaching and all sorts of stuff, and it gives a few tips and a lot of goodies. So go and check that out, and that's it. And sign up for the Juice Fast. It's going to be fantastic. We've a great group, by the way. We've got people from the United States, we got people from Canada, people from the UK. There's even someone from Japan that's joined us. So we're going to be like a nice international group. I'm loving it. So have a fabulous, fabulous day, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow. And by the way, I wish I could try this, and normally I would, you know how I like to eat my food that I make, but unfortunately I'm on the Juice Feast, so this is going into my freezer as we speak. All right, have a great day. Bye.